This is just getting a little bit out of hand, I think. This car was never supposed to get to this point. Never. This was not part of the whole plan. Essentially, I'm just stripping. I'm still stripping all the undercoat off this thing. I haven't even got to the rear wheel wells yet, but it's gonna be kind of hard to show, but like it's pretty much just bare chassis. I just finished working on this section. You can see that I still didn't get up here. I don't know if I'll do all of it. I mean, the whole car is pretty much done now, so there's not much left to do, but the whole entire ground is just filled with dust. My whole shop is filled with dust. It's a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. This thing's a piece of shit. It is so rotten and rusty. The fender wells are terrible. I see a frame patch was done there. Lots of patches done in the wheel wells on both sides. Frame rails dented in over there. Just so much East Coast bullshit. Like these cars, I know they're just tin cans from Japan pretty much, so they rot pretty easily, but damn man, like this thing had a ton of undercoat on it. As you can see, it's now all over the ground and all over me, but if I would have known how bad this car was from the beginning, I wouldn't have went this far, but it's way too late now to make that decision. So the whole thing's pretty much stripped. What I'm gonna do is take either a microfiber or grab the vacuum over there with the brush handle, go back under the car. I've been just using the creeper to slide back and forth underneath the whole thing. Yeah, gas tank and subframe. I said in an earlier clip that this was metal. I don't know why. It's made out of plastic. I was under the impression that all S14 gas tanks were metal, but that one's plastic, so I'm good that way, not having to worry about it falling apart and rusting or whatever the common issue is with S14s. But yeah, like I said, gonna go under, wipe everything down, because as you use the wire wheel, it kind of just throws the dust everywhere, and it's all still stuck to the metal on the chassis. So gonna have to go under and wipe it all down, and probably vacuum as well, and kind of start with a fresh slate, have everything somewhat clean again, finish up welding, and then we'll start thinking about spraying some paint. I think I'm going to be spraying the whole underside with acid etch primer and then Raptor liner, so it's going to be quite the process, but I don't want to be too detailed with it. I mean, I've gone this far to grind down the whole chassis of all the undercoating and old paint, so I might as well take my time, but I do not want to spend any more time under this car than I have to. It's just getting annoying at this point, so, but it is what it is, whatever. I brought this upon myself, so it's now my job to finish it. So we got some more metal work to do, some more discovered rust holes, and a little bit more floor work on the driver's side, what Clark was working on. A couple more patches here and there, but the majority of it's done. But yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling, so don't know where this video is going to start, where it's going to end, but that's where I am. I'll just do a little bit of a before, just so you guys can see how crappy this thing is. Some botched metal work there, rust hole there. I think there's some Bondo up top here somewheres. Yeah, lots of undercoat. It's a piece of crap, really, but let's get to it, start cleaning it up.
this thing should have been written off. Oh yes, this is what you want to see.
The next day.
Clark's here doing some welding for me, and he's underneath doing the rest of the floor pan, and he's got his wireless earbuds in, and he thought it was a good idea to set them up top here in the car where it's safe, but he chose right above exactly where he was welding, so now his earbuds are part of the car and no longer have a back. And they still work?
Yeah, blood, sweat, beer, and earbuds.
There's the remnants of them there. Actually, it's pretty impressive that they
Light still comes on. I think it still works.
Solid earbuds. I'll put the link in the description for those earbuds. Like, what are the odds he sets them up here exactly? I think you did that on purpose. I think you did that on purpose. He sets them right above exactly where he's welding. Even three beads of weld straight into the back of them. Okay, so done straightening this out, and it's all sprayed down with this to prevent any rust from starting inside here once I close it back up. Flattened it all out as you saw the best I could. It's not great, but it's better than it was, that's for sure. That frame rail was pretty mangled, so I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna put some weld through primer in there just for an extra layer of protection from rust, and close it up, weld it back together, and she'll be good as new. semi-finished product. Just stitch, weld, and tacked back together. Looks pretty good. And we will probably weld that up more, seam seal it, or maybe not even seam seal it, but maybe a few more welds, another coat of some primer, and that's it for that. So on to the next. I'll seam seal all this at the end, but this side all on the frame rail here, all up in the trans tunnel, all the new flooring here, all seam sealed, new floor on this side, all the way back, just to where the cabin ends pretty much, and then I'll do this back half. Probably I'll start painting it later this week probably, but for now I just wanted to get this front half finished, so there it is. Nothing overly pretty, but it does look better than it did with just metal everywhere. So all now one color and seam sealed up. All right, so I didn't really close out this video here the day I recorded it. This is like a week or even more in advance. So I just finished up editing this video that you're watching and realized this is that was the last clip I kind of recorded of that section of filming for the car, but this is where we're at. The car is fully etch primered underneath, acid etch primered the whole under chassis to about here where the wheel well starts. From the driver's side forward, you can see the inside here is primered, just the passenger side there. So all the metal work and cleaning up is done there. Got a seam seal now. Everything underneath the car is seam sealed, so that's good. Making good progress now. Full steam ahead really. Weather's starting to get a little bit nicer. I want this project done by August. Well, done in the sense that the engine's in running. But yeah, I want this thing looking good and driving by August for the local car show that's here each year. So that's where we're at, man. Just wanted to film a quick clip. This is what's to be expected in the next video. Doing the interior, getting that all finished up. The floor's all done, primered on this side. Need to paint the rest of the inside of the car and the underside. As you saw, I fixed this frame rail here, and yeah, it's all etch primered and seam sealed, so we're good to go on that part. We're going to be undercoating this soon with some Raptor liner or a similar product Raptor liner, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, we'll probably be doing that in the next video, so I'll catch you then. Peace.